I recommend you watch this whole video first because I do make mistakes, and that's why I ended up with mineral spirits at the end. And as you can see in the beginning of this video, I was using Lift Off, I think, and then some Goof Off, and then I was using some other stuff, WD-40, and I tried all those, and none of those worked as well as the mineral spirits. So I would stick with the mineral spirits first and go through the whole thing. Just remember, guys, when I'm doing these videos, I'm doing this for the first time, and I'm just sharing the shortcuts I learned and the pitfalls. You learn from other people's mistakes. I like to share my information when I do these videos, because when I want to know something, I go on YouTube. All right, guys, today we're putting on some new Seadek. Tired of the old stuff. This stuff is it's seen its day, and it's time to go. This is going to be the new product. Yeah, it's a little bit different color, but I think it's going to be super awesome. So I'll bring you through the process, and got a bunch of new pieces we're going to be doing all throughout the whole boat. So let's get to it here. 4 mats back here. The mat over the head. We have the 2 front mats in the front of the boat, and I did get a naked feet only sign for between the seats as you walk through. I think it'll look pretty cool, blend in with everything else. All right, so far I've tried 3 different adhesive removers: WD-40, Goof Off, and Lift Off 2. So far, the Lift Off 2 seems to be working the best. Here I am, I'm working in the sun. The rest of the boat is still wrapped. So I soaked all the pads in the Lift Off because that seemed to be working the best. And what I've noticed so far is, as you can see, these pads, there's not a whole lot of pad left to them. They're pretty thin, beat down. These up here seem to be a lot thicker, and then the pads up front are even thicker because nobody walks on them, and there's very limited traffic on them. So what I found is you have to let it soak for at least an hour or 2, maybe even 3 hours. But if you can get your mats out of the sun so it doesn't dry the mineral spirits, then the matting will come off a lot easier. So let me show you. All right, I've been using just a plastic scraper. It's got a nice edge on it, and I get up underneath it, and I basically it's like slicing meat at the deli. You just keep slicing it, and it comes off very, very slowly. It's a long process, guys. I thought this was going to be a couple hours to replace this stuff. I'm thinking maybe a couple days, because it comes off very slow. But this is the stuff that, we've been walking on this. This gets the most traffic out of the whole boat. Even this doesn't get as much traffic as this, because we stand back here, we jump from here. This is our swim platform, and we hang out back here a lot. So, mainly our bag of chips and soda and beer go here when we're sitting back here, and our feet are always here. So, but you just keep slicing it, and it just keeps coming off very, very slowly. All right, so this has been soaking for about an hour, and this is on top of the head. And I started lifting a little bit, and as you can see, the glue is coming off with the pad, which is awesome. Make my life a lot easier. So again, I'm just lifting it and kind of slicing underneath it to bring up the glue and the mat at the same time. Again, slow process, guys. All right, done side one. Only took about an hour and a half. I think the rest of it's going to come off a little bit easier, only because it's a thicker mat. This is the side that we board on all the time. And this side really doesn't get much traffic compared to the other side. Sounds kind of weird, but this is a 2013 Yamaha, and so it's got some wear and tear on that Seadek. Let's move on to the other ones, and let's see if it comes off a little bit easier, because my hands are killing me. All right, guys, so I soaked this one down with the lift, and it hasn't been in the sun, and it came off. It's coming off real easy. I mean, like, compared to the way the other one was coming off, it was coming off easy. Keep in mind, guys, I still have the plastic cover on this thing, and like I said, I kept this out of the sun, and I soaked all the mats with that lift stuff. So the lift degreaser, lift adhesive remover, whatever you want to call it, but it worked pretty good. Look at it, this piece is almost coming off all in one piece. So I'm going to continue. I mean, it's, believe me, it's not easy to take off. You got to be slow. Take your time with it. And but it does come off. It's gonna look so good with the new stuff on there. I just don't want to tear it like that. Alright, guys, so I got it all cleaned up, got all the matting off. Some of it came out in big chunks, and some of it came out in little tiny chunks. But now I gotta get all this little pieces of glue off here, and clean this all up with mineral spirits. And then after that, we're gonna put some acetone on it to get all the oils off of it. So this is where we're at right now. I'm gonna clean up all this glue, and then I'll put on that acetone and get ready to install the new Seadek. I'm pretty excited. So I ended up having to use mineral spirits to finish off the last part of the decking, only because I ran out of the lift off. So finished it off, got all the glue off, scraped it all off with a plastic scraper, and then I just went over it with the acetone. Okay, the acetone is basically going to get the acetone is going to basically get off the rest of the glue that's on the fiberglass, and it's going to leave you a nice, clean, squeaky surface. And as you can see, if I can get the sun in there, all the glue is off. There's no more glue left on there. It's super important to get all the glue off there, guys, only because if you leave the glue on there, you might still have some mineral spirits oils in there. And then what's going to happen with that is that your new Seadek is not going to stick to the fiberglass, because you're going to have that oil in there. So it's super important to get that oil in the rest of the glue, the residual glue off the deck. I'm going to install the new Seadek, and I'll show you the finished product. So they're not stuck to the surface yet. I just wanted to, I know I'm going to get questions on this, so I'm going to answer them right now. When you're installing these, I mean, you want to get them as, you know, as perfect as they looked from the factory. So what you're gonna find that when you clean up your surface and you get all the glue off and everything, if you look closely, you're gonna see, you can see the difference you can see the line where the old Seadek used to be. And I just put a couple of reference dots on there. All right, laid these down. I got them as nice as I want them to be. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tape each end, and then I'm gonna start so that it stays. I'll probably tape from here down to here, which is some blue tape. I'll show you what I did, and then just so I can lift this end and start peeling back the wax paper on the back side here, and I'll adhere this down, take the tape off, and then lay it down for the rest of the way. Let me show you what I'm gonna do. All right, I got it taped, and now I'm gonna lift up the end, peel back, starting from the center here. As you can see, my center line looks nice and straight. I'm happy with how it all looks, so I'm gonna start peeling it back and see how it looks when I'm done. Fold it and crease it, because this is gonna be my starting point on this side. And here we go. Okay, that is my starting point. Remove the tape. Make sure that's down. Now this should not move whatsoever. And now start peeling this back slowly. One slat at a time. Even smells like new wood. New teak decking. Look at that. Whoa. I'm gonna let this sit in the sun. Really let it just get hot. Melt right to that surface. I mean, with all the prep that we did to that surface, it's nice. So make sure all your alignments, make sure all your reference points are still in a line with each other, because you never know if that other piece moved while you were installing it. Everything looks good. Just want to make sure that the surface is absolutely 100% dust free and clean. I want nothing underneath it. All right, side 2. I have a new boat. You know what's nice about this Seadek is the color. This matches the stripe on the boat so good, and it's just gonna everything's just gonna match really nice now compared to that brown stuff. And that brown stuff was just nasty. I mean, it would come off. It would come off on your feet as like a brown dust, and you'd track it all over the boat. So here's that brown dust I was talking about. It's super fine, and it used to track all over the boat. All right, there's the completed job. Not bad, huh? Looks pretty good. Got my Seadecking all the way up. I got my naked feet only right there. And then above that, you have your step down. There's usually a cushion right there, but trailering it one day, it blew off. So I put a piece of Seadek there. My new Seadek over the head. And then up front here, got some new Seadek for the step and for the anchor locker. Now, what's cool about this on the step was the old Seadek used to come to about here, and it's lengthened it a little bit, which makes it nice. I just hope it doesn't interfere with the seats, now that I think about it. All right, guys, this is the final reveal. Got the front step and the anchor locker done. Then looking back, we got the carpeting all in. Just got done washing that today. The head has the new mat on top. You got the step now because my seat's missing, but now I got that all covered. Got my naked feet only sign, and back here you get the rest of it. So looks awesome. I'm excited for this year. It feels so much different on my feet, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So I'll put a link down in the description for the mineral spirits, the acetone, and some Seadecking if you're looking for that, and different types of material you can put down for flooring. And I hope you guys enjoy this. If you guys do decide to do it on your own and change it out on your own, make a short video of it and send me a link. That would be awesome. The more we share this stuff, the better. I mean, that's what it's all about. Just sharing our ideas and sharing our mistakes and our successes, right? So I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one.